She was a bad egg.
Hey all, welcome to my channel. Do you guys remember watching Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory or Charlie and the Chocolate Factory as a kid, and you saw how spoiled and entitled the kids were, and a lot of the general consensus was like, yeah, they kind of just got what they had coming to them by Mr. Willy Wonka. Well, as of lately on the internet, it seems to be some kind of a new trend of parents exploiting their entitled children to evoke some kind of reaction from the general public and bring attention to their channel. But there's one account in particular that's been talked about a lot more lately and is being called the most spoiled kid on the internet right now, and that is Ameliya Rose. And today, we're gonna be talking about her and her whole entire family. Let's get started. So in case you haven't landed to this side of TikTok or haven't heard any videos or anything about it, Ameliya Rose is a 7-year-old child who has been displaying some very troubling and bratty behavior, including stealing money from her mother to buy expensive items, wandering around or doing as she pleases in public, and just in general having a bad attitude and arguing when things don't go her way.
Does this look like it has from Posh? Does it look like it has diamonds on it?
Are you serious? Are you serious? You're joking. You're joking. You did not get that purse off of my debit card. You did not order a Marc Jacobs $600 purse on my card. Well, you didn't. Get your ass over here. I'm not kidding. Ameliya Rose.
It's cases like these that truly make me ask myself, WWSND, what would Super Nanny do? And now obviously I know that kids just have tantrums, they get upset when things don't go their way, they have big feelings and a little body, but Ameliya Rose and honestly the entirety of her family just goes beyond temper tantrums and borders on terrifying behavior. However, despite people bashing this child on the internet, calling her the most spoiled child ever in existence, I think that there are bigger issues surrounding Ameliya Rose, predominantly her mother. And that's what the focus of this video is going to be on. Before I even get too far, I want to drop the disclaimer that anything I say against the child is about her behavior, not the child herself. And obviously the behavior is to the fault of the parent. So the mother and account owner is a woman named Ashley Vlaz, and she has over 2 million followers and has mainly gained a large following from posting videos of her children displaying concerning behavior, which obviously draws a lot of attention to her page. Also, the name that's listed as the actual name on this woman's account is Stormy Lee, which for whatever reason, I find absolutely hilarious. It reminds me of something that Abby Lee Miller would probably call herself on Dance Moms. So I had to pick a starting point somewhere. I didn't really want to scroll back and find the first instance of her children being irritating online. And so I found a video that I had actually seen live on my For You page, which dates back to May, and this video features Ameliya Rose. So right off the start of the video, Stormy Lee sounds irritated as she is explaining to one child that presumably one of her other kids has an appointment, which is why she's missing school, but that Ameliya Rose can't miss school.
I have to be fair. I'm sorry. She has a dentist appointment. You don't. She's not going to school. Ameliya, you're not going with her.
I'm going with her.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I am.
Ameliya obviously argues the matter, insisting to her mother that she is going to get what she wants. One of the most annoying things about these videos is that they always pick up in the middle of the conversation that she's having. There is a chance that these videos are staged, we'll get into that later, but right now I'm just operating under the assumption that they're not. And so clearly she was having issues with her daughter was arguing her, whatever, and she made the deliberate decision to pick up the phone. So she stopped disciplining, stopped talking to her daughter for a second, picked up the phone to start filming their interaction with the intent of posting it online. They're arguing and she genuinely gets in the mentality of, hold on, I gotta post this. This is some good content, Ameliya Rose. And then also make the choice to resume scolding her daughter once the camera started rolling again. I literally can't imagine the audacity it takes to be like, Ameliya Rose, you're going to school. Wait a minute, hold on. I need to go get something. Okay, Ameliya Rose, you are going to school. Pretend my phone's in there. She has an appointment. You don't. Can you imagine the audacity? Of course this 7-year-old child isn't going to take her mother seriously when a phone shoved in her face. But let's continue.
No, you're not.
Yeah.
You have to go to school. School's almost over.
I don't give a shit, actually.
That's exactly why. Because you think you can talk however you want to talk. And that's another reason why I'm not going to give you what you want.
She kind of just skips over her daughter's language and instead, you know, kind of argues with her daughter, being like, you think you can just get whatever you want and say whatever you want and do whatever you want. Which, like, yeah, of course she feels that way. At least so far in this video, there's really been no disciplinary action other than Stormy Lee making the decision to argue her 7-year-old. Now, I know that I don't really know much about childcare, but I did watch Super Nanny an insane amount of times growing up to know that I don't think that that's the way you're supposed to deal with that type of behavior. Don't just keep arguing with her and give her what she wants.
Another thing. Did you see your face?
But yeah, I did my makeup.
There's brown shit all over it.
It's called contour!
Honey, I don't think it's supposed to look like that.
Have you never heard of contour? I don't think that you ever used contour before.
No, I haven't. But I know it's not supposed to look like
You
that.
don't know how to put it on.
I don't think you can go to school with your makeup done because you're not old enough.
I've been going to school with makeup on.
And nobody says anything to you?
Nobody. Everybody just says, oh, I like your makeup, Amelia.
Really?
Yeah, and I've been wearing contour, so.
Oh.
The mom then proceeds to bash her daughter's makeup on camera, you know, pointing out how seemingly terrible it looks and how she can't go to school looking like that or she'll be made fun of. And she tells her daughter that she can't go to school looking like that. The makeup was messy because, once again, Ameliya Rose is literally 7 years old, but obviously Ameliya then insists that she's wearing the makeup and she wears that makeup all the time and that she always gets loads of compliments on the makeup. Which obviously that means either Ameliya Rose is lying and just saying shit to say shit, which kids do, or that Ashley just doesn't check and doesn't care how her daughter looks in terms of going to school most of the time, and that Ameliya Rose genuinely does just wear makeup and go to school like that all the time, which I think is a pretty big probability of being true. And even if the makeup was inherently bad, criticizing your daughter's makeup ability and posting it on the internet is a whole new level of disgusting. Like, you don't want her to go to school and show her face like that, but you can show her face to millions of people on the internet. I don't think the makeup is the hugest issue at point here. Like, all kids, I feel like, get into makeup at some point. My little nieces and nephews, you know, play with makeup. It happens. It's a kid thing to do. She's literally only 7 years old. On top of that, a lot of the comments were saying things along the lines of, oh, well, my mom would have given me purple contour, obviously implying that if they behaved like that and did things like that, they would have gotten beaten as a child. And there were also a lot of comments, you know, implying that the mom's being too nice in handling these issues. Lots of comments implying that Ameliya Rose needs to be hit, which is a disgusting implication to put on anybody, but especially a child. And I would like to think that any sensible parent would see those comments of people saying they wish they could beat your child or that she should beat her child and stop posting her child. But of course that's not the way things go. There's still money to be made and views to be racked up. So let's dive into some more of Stormy Lee's content. So something I surprisingly haven't really seen a lot of people talk about is Stormy Lee's other children. There's at least 2 other children in the family that get posted, but I've really only seen the focus being thrown on the youngest, I assume, which is Ameliya. There's a video also from May featuring one of the other children named Alana, who is seemingly driving Ashley's car, but wanted Ashley to ride in the back.
I have to be in the backseat of my own car. That doesn't matter. Why can't I sit in the front? I'm supposed to hide in my own car?
Because there's somebody else in the front?
Yeah, but...
Why are you acting childish?
This is
That's why you need to be in the back.
Quite honestly, I think the mother's behavior is childish. Firstly, she's forgetting the fact that it's her car and her child. She could have just gotten into the front seat and disregarded her teenage daughter's command. You know, hey, if you're going to disrespect me, you're not going to drive my car. Simple as that. But no, she'd rather succumb, sit in the back, and film the argument instead, because she knows it's going to get her attention.
But this is my car.
Grow up, please.
That's
why you're in the back.
Yeah, and I understand that. I just don't understand why I have to be in the back. This is my vehicle.
Oh.
Why? Can you tell me why I'm in the back and not you?
Then the funniest part to me is she pans over and there's literally another person sitting in the front seat already. It's not like Alana was just like, hey mom, you're sitting in the back, I'm getting the whole front to myself. No, someone had to sit in the back, so might as well have been Ashley.
You have such.
You like cause so much stress.
No, I really don't. She's my kid. Stressing me out right now.
So much stress.
She's my kid. No, she even said she doesn't want me to be seen.
I don't know. Like, even from the back seat, you're going to be driving because you can't stop talking. I don't know. Like, even from the back seat, you're going to be driving because you can't stop talking.
So what's the point of me even coming? I don't want that, Alana.
And honestly, even if the daughter's behavior is slightly bratty, she does have a good point. In this particular video, at least, I don't even think Alana was being that rude. Even if a conversation happened off camera where she stated that she didn't want her mom to be in the front seat with her, it seems to be for a good reason, at least. And even so, it could easily be resolved without filming her giving off low-key, like, super jealous energy over the fact that she wasn't the parent chosen to sit in the front seat with her daughter. She's just trying to make herself out to be a victim because she had to sit in the back seat. And then the fact that she borderline tries to, like, blame the other person for enabling the behavior, like, what? There was another video, and I'm pretty sure this is the same child.
Seriously ridiculous. No, you need to grow up. Seriously, you do. You need to grow up.
Bro, we're just shopping.
No, we're not just shopping.
just shopping.
We're pushing around a 15-year-old adult.
We're just shopping.
Yeah, adult.
She's tired.
It's not funny. It's
She wore
serious.
herself out at the mall.
This is a problem. You're not supposed to talk to your mom like that.
She's tired.
You have an issue, and you need to get a grip on it.
Leave her alone.
Period.
In the video, they specifically state she's 15. So she's 15 years old and they're pushing her around in a shopping cart. And while they're pushing her in the shopping cart, they're complaining, you know, being like, you're an adult, which first of all, you literally just said she's 15. You cannot be 15 and be an adult. I'm sorry, I know a lot of teenagers feel like adults, act like adults, dress like adults, but you cannot be a teen and be an adult. You're literally 15. You're not an adult. But anyway, she's literally complaining about the child being pushed in the cart while actively pushing the child in the cart.
I'm ready to go. Now, get back over here. Alana, every time we go out, this is how you act. I'm done. I'm over it.
The child then does cartwheels, runs from her mother, and instead of actually actively doing anything for the matter, the mother kind of just stands there filming her and kind of whines, Alana, stop it.
Anna, stop it. Alana, I cannot believe you right now. I swear to God, dude, I can never take you anywhere. I'm done. We're going home. I'm never bringing you out again. This is ridiculous. People are laughing at you.
Alana literally is jumping over things, acting a complete fool, and all the mother does is whine and complain about the behavior. Ironically, she claims she's then not bringing her daughter out in public anymore if she's going to continue acting like this, yet a mere few videos later, there they are out and about again.
Alana, let's go. Tammy, can you tell her to let's go?
Let's go, Alana. I don't have time for this. I gotta get out of here.
Alana.
She is scolding the same child for not behaving properly in public and then asks Tammy, whoever the fuck Tammy is, to get Alana to stop it.
Stop being bad, would you? This is because of you.
Listen, this is what you do. Just grab yourself a seat and relax.
How am I not talking about you when you're not around? You're here. Girl, you know what I'm saying about you.
Let's not get kicked out of the third store.
Just like she's like, you don't have to buy the earrings, just don't want you to put them back. No, and I won't put them back. Can you get her, please? I'm leaving you. I'm gonna leave.
I don't even get what's happening here. She blames who I'm assuming to be the father because he's enabling this behavior, but he's literally just standing by while the mother's filming. One thing I noticed too is Stormy Lee made a comment about Alana saying to like take the earrings back or whatever. And she's like, well, you know, I'm not gonna put them back, which was just a really weird statement to me.
Just like she's like, you don't have to buy the earrings, just don't want you to put them back. No, and I won't put them back.
And that, so like, do the kids just grab whatever they want? No wonder they display the behavior that they do if they think they can literally have anything and everything their heart desires. Alright, I'm sorry the video cut where it cut. My family ended up coming home early. I am going to continue the video now, but yeah, that's why the outfit changed mid-video. So as I left off last, I'm not going to make y'all sit through too many more of these videos. I think you basically get the point. They're all kind of you know, basically the same. The mother complaining about their children's behavior while actually actively not really doing anything to stop said behavior. But I do want to show a couple more. But this next one features Ameliya Rose and one of the other children who I couldn't figure out the name to. It's not Alana, but it's one of the other ones. She's been in a couple videos, but I haven't heard her name being sighed disappointedly like I have for Ameliya and Alana.
Good care.
I don't.
You don't snap your
I actually
fingers
don't
at
care.
a waiter.
Stop recording me because there's no reason to. There's literally no reason to.
Once again, Stormy Lee is deciding to take disciplinary action against her kids on camera, and she's giving them some sort of lecture about not being rude and something to do with waiters. Despite what the kids were doing, I think they're right. She really has no reason to be recording them right then.
Stop recording them.
That's where they get it from. It was rude. It was rude.
Exactly.
No, don't.
I can't even snap. Hold on.
Amelia, do you have pimple stickers on your face?
Yeah.
So you got into Alana's stuff
Ew.
again.
You're really sure. Yeah.
You're in trouble.
Oh, that's.
You got into Alana's stuff again.
Yeah.
Don't get you.
I mean, it was in the car, so I
Don't ask me how
You
I
were
did it.
told not to touch
You
her
still
stuff.
know it's hers.
Well, why can't she just bring it around?
What?
And
How does that make
snapping your
sense?
fingers, you are old
I
enough.
can't even snap.
You both did it. It's not funny. He's a person. He forgot your sugar. That's okay. You asked nicely.
I guess the video kind of hinted or explained the situation a little bit, and I guess from what I've gathered, child number 2 wanted sugar for her drink and the waiter forgot to bring it, so I guess she was snapping at the waiter and something of that nature. There was snapping going on, and then Stormy Lee was like, "Oh, you're being rude. Time to pull out the camera and reprimand you for millions of people to see." Of course, Ashley can't just stop the video there. She has to continue getting content, so she has to pinpoint an issue with Ameliya Rose and draw focus to that, which in this particular case was Ameliya Rose supposedly using some of Alana's pimple patches that she claimed she found in the car, which for the record I think is pretty standard sibling behavior. Some of the stuff Ameliya Rose has done is off the top, like the supposed stealing of money and, you know, throwing literal tantrums in public. But stealing her pimple patches is definitely one of the most normal sibling things they can do, I feel like, especially because Ameliya Rose is claiming they were just left in the car. So seemingly she found them, put them on in the car, and that was that.
Yes, please just eat.
There's no food to eat. Our food's not here yet.
Right here. Right here.
We're chipping it
Please,
up.
so.
I know they taste like
We're
cardboard.
chipping, dipping, okay?
You're rude. That's what it
Chipping
is.
and
You're a
dipping.
rude
Stop
person.
it.
She then just sort of continues reprimanding her other daughter and just starts explaining how they need to be polite. There's no reason to snap at waiters, and just going off about that whole situation. Honestly, I pity the staff at any public establishment that these people bother to show their faces. Like, you think Stormy Lee would have actually stopped her daughter being rude in real time? Like, do you think she would have had that same conversation while they were actively being rude to the... Or she waited for the waiter to walk away and then decided to pull out her camera and start speaking to her daughters about their behavior. There's loads more videos of her children displaying the same behavior, and I'm sure by the time this video is edited and up, there's thousands more, and it's impossible to focus on every single one, and honestly, they're kind of boring. Like, it's kind of the same routine in every single video. It's just irritating above anything else, so I don't think I need to deep dive onto every single little thing these children are doing. But one thing I haven't seen referenced as much is Stormy Lee / Ash. Starting off, like, here's a response video she'd made to a comment she'd gotten about why she continually bought her daughter makeup or calling her daughter spoiled or something.
Why are you buying this ungrateful and rude child and makeup? Quit enabling crappy behavior. How do you know that she's ungrateful? How do you know that? I think she's very grateful, actually. When she gets new makeup, she's so excited. When she gets new anything, let's not forget that Ameliya is 7 years old. What 7-year-old do you know that doesn't get excited when they get something new, especially something that they love? My child loves makeup. So by buying her things, that's enabling her crappy behavior? No. Ameliya didn't ask to be here. I have 4 children. They didn't ask to be here. Do I spoil them? Yeah. Do they get everything that they want and then some? Yeah. Do I go out of my way to keep them happy by buying them things that they want and need? I have to buy the things that they need. But do I have to buy the things that they want? No. That's just the type of parent that I choose to be, right? Hold on, Alana. The parent that I choose to be. They didn't ask to be put on this earth. I put them here. So it's my job to either what? Treat them like royalty, like I cherish them and love them? Or what? Make them miserable and unhappy? Hell no, I'm sorry. She's a child. She's 7. I want her to be happy. I want to enable her, I guess. I want to see the smile on her face when I buy her stuff. So I guess I'll continue to enable her. I'm not a dry person. I don't want to be miserable. I don't want my kid to feel miserable again. She didn't ask to be here. I brought her here. I want to keep her happy.
So the comment was asking why she continues to buy an ungrateful child makeup, and Ashley proceeds to rant like, oh, she is grateful. She's super excited to get anything new. Like, yeah, no shit. So excited that she feels the need to grab your credit card to get that
I won't talk to you ever again. You're a rotten, mean father. You never give me anything I want. And I won't go to school till I have it.
Veruca, sweetheart, angel.
She also claims she had 4 children who didn't ask to be put on this planet, yet here they are, and claims that because they didn't ask to be here, they can get everything they want and then some. I guess I like the mentality more than, you know, you're here, deal with it. But at the same time, just because they didn't ask to be here and they're your children doesn't mean you literally have to cater to their every whim and give them every single thing they want. That's not realistic for life, and sometimes you should focus more on what they need, like discipline, instead of silly little material things like makeup and $600 bags. She's literally just admitting on camera that she buys her children whatever they want. And much like the case with Veruca Salt in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, it's much due to the parents' indulgence in their behavior. I'm not sure if indulgence was the proper word, but because even in that fictional movie, it seemed apparent that Veruca Salt's behavior was only made worse by her father enabling it. Just like here. Where are the Oompa Loompas when you need them? What makes it even more awful is the fact that Stormy Lee clearly knows that what she's doing is wrong, and she's doing so with the intent of evoking a reaction from people online. And she's just allowing it to happen for the sake of content. Some of it I definitely think is intended to be rage bait. She knows it's going to get people angry and it's going to get people talking and it's going to piss people off, but in turn she also knows it's going to bring attention to her account and rack up her views. Some people do seem to believe that Ameliya Rose and all of the children and her mom are just putting on acts for the sake of making content, and that the videos are staged and satirical, and that she's just telling Ameliya Rose and the other children how to behave and what to say, which could be true. I mean, I'm not there. I can't prove that that's not what's going on. But even if that is the case, I still think the situation is horrible, especially because she hasn't made it abundantly clear that it is satire if it is. So there's still going to be people who believe that this is real even if it's not, and there's people constantly bashing her and her children online regardless. In my personal opinion, I don't think that the content is necessarily staged. Like, I don't think she's there, you know, writing scripts and telling her daughters what to say. But I do think that the behavior is very encouraged, and she's obviously not doing much to stop the behavior other than, you know, being like, stop it. And honestly, as far as I'm aware, Ameliya Rose is the youngest and she's 7. All of them I feel like are definitely old enough to know that the more disruptive they behave or the more extreme their behavior is, the more views their mother's going to get. And I think they're at a point where they know that this behavior is encouraged and expected of them, so they're not going to make any efforts and attempts to stop. They get views, attention, and more money to buy the random things that they desire, so why would they want to stop? And the monetization system can't really differentiate if the views on their account are out of love or hate. So to creators like that, it really doesn't matter if people are hate watching and hate commenting, as long as people are watching and commenting. I don't think, at this point at least, I don't think Ashley wants her children to behave respectfully, because then what kind of content would she be able to make? And also, even if it was all an act, and even if she was dictating what they said for the camera, why would you want to subject your children to that much hate for no reason? Like, imagine these girls' potential friends, partners, potential, like, managers at their jobs. Imagine anyone seeing these videos of them. You think they're going to want to engage with these girls after seeing the things they pull? No, absolutely. it's something that could literally drastically affect their future. And the other thing that bothers me is like, how far can it go and how far is she going to allow it to go? Because realistically, how long can she continue making content displaying this troubling behavior from her kids before people decide it's just enough? What's she going to do then? Kind of like Bebop and BB, in my opinion. Like, obviously people still think about it, people still mention it, but it's not like trending. I don't see it on the homepage of all of my social medias anymore. And as far as I'm aware, they're still carrying up on that shtick too. Like, they're still allowing the comments to go on where people think Bebop and BB are kidnapped and in danger. Just stop using your kids to make weird ass content. And I know that I'm just adding fuel to the fire by making a video about it and mentioning them online, but I couldn't not talk about it because it was such an interesting and yet disgusting topic to me. Like, how can a parent be so okay with this behavior? Genuinely. Like, whether it's just their shtick and they think it's funny, even if it's not now, it's going to be their thing. Like, they're just going to be expected to be that. And that part of me kind of hopes it's not real and that she's kind of telling her kids what to do, because that's still terrible, but then maybe at least they'd have the morality to know that they're not really like this. But I also believe even if it's not real right now, eventually it's going to be, because I feel like if you play a certain type of person for long enough, that is the person that you're going to be, because at a certain point, you're not going to be acting anymore. That's just going to be the expected thing. I honestly pity these girls. I don't even pity the mother because it's obvious she wants to give her children whatever they want, and I mean, I guess if she's happy with their behavior, kudos to her. So that is going to be all on the topic as of right now. The situation is just insane to me. Y'all can let me know what you think. Do you think it's real? Do you think she's telling them what to say and do? I'll see y'all in my next video.